Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Anizi with What If Naruto Destroyed Konoha when he was banished. So, let's get started. Naruto followed the Ambu cat into the council chambers. Thank you cat, that will be all, Homaru said from his position next to the empty Hokage chair. Where is Tsunade Bachan? Naruto asked, eyebrows raised. Or anybody from the Shinobi Council for the matter. Silence, one of the civilians shouted. No, you be silent. Tsunade growled, smashing the door open as the council doors went flying onto one of their heads, killing them. I want to know why I, nor the Shinobi Council has been informed of this. Behind her, the Shinobi Council filed in, glaring at the elders. Well, most of the Shinobi Council know this. They're just putting up an act, don't you? As then the Shinobi Council suddenly changed sides. This was a plan since the third Hokage, Lady Hokage. You have been biased towards the demon, so we were meant to keep you distracted, but somehow you found out. The unfortunate council member was immediately detained by Tsunade's Ambu. Tsunade, restrain yourself, Koharu called out, only for Tsunade to snarl at her. You shut the fuck up, all of you shut up now. At that, all of the council members shout, now. Before the debriefing begins, let me make myself clear. I am Hokage, not you. And if you don't like this, get lost and vacate your council seat for someone with an actual brain, he said. The civilians clicked their tongue at this but remained quiet. Now then, Naruto, please explain everything that's happened with your battle against Uchiha Sasuke at the Valley of the End, as well as your perspective on the events leading up to your battle. Naruto nodded as he began to explain everything that happened. Unseen by everyone, Danzo was activating a stolen Sharingan and subtly influencing the civilians, shinobi and elder councils and altering what they heard. Even if Inochi should use mind delve on them, he wouldn't be able to find anything out of place. So you're telling me you caused undue injury to Uchiha-sama? Haranomabuki said. Surely you should have been able to bring Uchiha-sama back without having to rely on your tenant. Not raise their eyebrows. When did I ever say that I used its chakra? He asked. Oh please, you don't stand a chance against Uchiha-sama otherwise. And probably forced him to use the power of the cursed seal. Another civilian member said, no, Naruto began but was interrupted by another civilian council member. How can we trust your words if you're willing to use its power? Naruto was normally pretty calm, but these false accusations was going on in his nerves. I wouldn't be surprised if it's controlling him. This time, Tsunade was interrupted by Hyuga Hisashi. You will be quiet. Now, Hyuga. Naruto, please continue what you were saying, Tsunade said, sending the Hyuga clan head member a glare. Thanks Tsunade, Bachan, Naruto said. I did not use the QB power until after Sasuke began using its power. Lies! You undoubtedly used its power. This comment was made by Homaru that caused Naruto to snap as Naruto rushed at him, punching him straight in the face. None of the active shinobi in the room could blame Naruto, however they knew that this was a trap they had fallen for, as Danzo and the other elders and civilians smirked the victory. Ambu, take Uzumaki Naruto to prison on account of assaulting an elder, Danzo said. Delay that now, Tsunade ordered instantly. Naruto, restrain yourself. Fine, Naruto growled as his arms returned to his side, though his hands were still covered in fishes. Hokage-sama, by law, Uzumaki has to be put into prison for assaulting Elder Homaru, Koharu said smoothly. If that old fossil had actually tried, he could have dodged Naruto's punch without much effort, Tsunade scoffed. Besides, it was you who's goading him into doing it. Regardless of the matter, shut up now, Danzo, before I kill you myself. We'll have a break to talk about this, Danzo, about you undermining my authority. Now everybody get out. Naruto, you're dismissed for a bit. We'll call you back when we've done discussing everything, said Tsunade. 13 minutes later, Naruto clenched his jaws after hearing what has been decided. Naruto Uzumaki, is unfortunate that I tell you that you have been found guilty of assault on one fellow shinobi of the Leaf, and assault on elder, and endangering the lives of your teammates on your last mission. Through your actions, your entire team has testified to that, so you will hereby be executed and escorted to prison until the date, Tsunade said, as Naruto's eyes widened in shock as he saw Tsunade being restrained by Jiraiya. Why would Sensei do this? Naruto thought to himself. He wouldn't have it. His eyes turned red with a pattern before it turned purple and rings came into them. Fine, if that's how you want to play, Naruto says as his purple eyes got a shade of red on them. Inside of Naruto's mindscape, Naruto found himself in front of a familiar gates, in a familiar sewer, in front of the Nine-Tails Fox. So Naruto, you have returned. Is it time we finally put an end to this village? Kurama asked as Naruto nodded. This village has betrayed me. Not just me, but it betrayed you too. You were this guardian. And thank God you took Sasuke's eyes when you influenced me, Kurama-ni-chan, Naruto said. I knew he would be a problem, so I ripped them out of his skull and put them inside of yours while we were, bringing him back. But there will be a problem. Once you try to open up the seal, Namikaze will appear. I need you to use the rinnegan in your eyes to put your father and mother's chakra input into the cage. This way you'll be able to seal the leftover chakra and the knowledge they have. Also, make sure you rip out Danzo's soul. I feel he possesses the first Hokage's cells and several stolen Sharingans. He probably made himself capable of being your leash, Kurama said as Naruto's eyes widened, with his purple rinnegan turned red with slits in them. Okay, Kurama-ni, let's do this, Naruto said as he walked onto the fox's hand. We lifted him up to the seal as Naruto ripped out the seal. But then Naruto felt hands stopping him from ripping the seal fully. Naruto, this isn't the way. Don't become the monster. Give up your life for Konoha's greatness, said Minato as Naruto was in shock. You, my own father, would support the village more than me. What about you, mother? Naruto asked angrily as he turned and watched Krishna stay silent as she turned her head. You're both unbelievable. Kurama-ni is right. I can only watch out for myself, and he's the only one that's on my side. He's the only one who cared for me since I was 5, since you abandoned me. That's right, I know. Kurama told me everything. You know I was attacked on my birthday at the age of 5. You want me to protect those monsters? You want me to sacrifice my life for those monsters? Naruto yells as he noticed that they didn't have a look of shame or shock in their faces. Naruto, shut up and listen. We know how you've been treated. We planned it that way so that your brother and sister member Mito, the children of prophecy, won't be hated. They had the chakra while you had the soul, but we never realized that you would regain the chakra with this rinnegan. So, as your parents, we demand that you stop using the fox chakra. Tell the consul you have the rinnegan and give it to Dryer so that he could give it to member Mito and then accept your death for the good of the village, Minato said. Naruto was in shock and heartbroken. He was a scapegoat, a sacrifice, a pawn. Rage filled him as he turned to Krishna. Did Tsunade Car-chan know this as well? Naruto said, replacing Krishna with Tsunade as his Car-chan. No, she didn't. For her good work in getting her back to the village, we will be sure to use her memory of you to make her teach Mito, Minato said, smiling as Naruto got angrier. I'm sorry, Naruto, but we and the Elder Council and the rest of the Shinobi and Civilian Council planned your execution. We will kill you before we came back to quell the rage of the villagers, and that Member Mito can make Konoha great again. You're a Shinobi. You have to understand that this is your job. You are a tool for your village. Krishna was cut off. Shinra Tensei, Naruto yelled as rage filled him, and the two was flung into the cage as the memories and powers and everything were absorbed into Naruto. Let's do this, Kurama, Naruto yells as he ripped open the seal fully as red chakras seeped out of the cage and surrounded him as memories started coming in from his past flashback. A 5-year-old Naruto was walking to the shop. Look, it's the demon. Finish what the fourth started. Kill the demon. Naruto looked around and seeing everybody look at him with hatred in their eyes, and being a 5-year-old Naruto got scared and started running. Look, it's running. It knows it's the demon. That way, we could call it a demon and get away with it, since he already knows. With that said, the shinobi started running after Naruto. Their body flickered in front of him, kicking him on the floor as they started firing jutsus at him, jutsu after jutsu, fire, water style, earth style, wind style, even some Inozuka hounds and everything like that. They were all attacking Naruto with whatever they could. Some of the civilians joined in, using pitchforks and torches. Naruto was in pain as blood came out of him. Just as Naruto was about to lose conscience, he saw a silver-haired man with a single red eye charge up a lightning attack and jab it inside of him. Flashback end. That was Kakashi, Naruto says. As several more flashbacks came, like when he was used by tutors by Inuzuka, or test for the Aburumi clan bugs or Hyuga-Juken, or when the Akamichi clan bit his arms and just bit him in general when they were hungry and when they were angry, or when he was trapped by the Nara clan while the Yamanaka clan used their clan mindjutsu to torture him over and over again as Naruto got mad and mad. Outside of Naruto's mindscape, Naruto was surrounded in red chakra. You think you could kill me? I will kill all of you, Naruto roared as the red chakra enveloped him, and a fox avatar with 9 tails bigger than anything they've seen before formed as purple eyes with 6 rings shined brightly on Naruto. Konoha, your time has come. I will destroy all of you, Naruto yells as he feels earth trembling underneath him. He looks down to see where the wine's coming at him. He looks at the source and sees Danzo. Instead, he switches place with Danzo, who's now trapped in his own cage made of wood style. Look at you. You tried to cage me up, but now you're the one who's caged up, Naruto said mockingly. But I want you to see your precious village fall. What better way to hurt you, Konoha shinobis of darkness, than to make you watch the destruction of Konoha and be unable to do anything about it, Naruto says as he looked at Danzo. And a black hole formed, pulling him inside as he yelled out planetary devastation. And a moon was formed, a second moon, as the people of Konoha were in fear. Naruto, I demand you stop this. You will listen to me, Honorable Elder Homaru, and let Danzo go now and be executed. You know what this is for. I know your parents' imprint has told you, yells Homaru, only for Naruto to laugh. Listen, demand, who do you think you are? Actually, don't answer that. I know what you are, dead, Naruto says as, with a flash of purple in his eyes, the man's soul was ripped out. Naruto, please stop. We can handle this another way, Tsunade said, not knowing what was going on. I'm sorry, Tsunade Kachan. You don't know the full degree of the betrayal we have faced. I will make sure to keep myself safe, no matter what that means. And I have to destroy Konoha in order to achieve that. Naruto says as his eyes turn purple and a portal open around her, sending her away, as well as Ayami and Tuichi away. Now that that's done, let's get the show on the road, bitches, Naruto says as a tail beast bomb formed. As before he was about to fire it, Naruto heard the most annoying voice shout once again. Naruto Baka, where is Sasuke-kun's eyes? Sakura yelled as Naruto looked hatefully at the stupid horde that this voice belonged to, and he saw Sasuke eyeless being brought and supported by Sakura. Kyuubi, so you finally showed yourself, you demon, Sakura said, noticing everything. No, Minato-sama, Memma-sama, and Sasuke-kun was supposed to kill you before you did, she added fearfully. I always knew you as a demon, said another familiar voice, as this was another annoying voice. That's why my clan would use our hound to chew you up as a chew toy, Kiba said. Fucking dirty demon. Father was right about you. You tried to trick me into your pants. You are nothing but a demon. I will love Menma-sama, who doesn't hold the soul of the demon. By the way, my dear boyfriend, we have been doing it behind your back, me and Menma-kun that is, since I started dating you. To think you were my boyfriend is disgusting, Hinata said as Naruto's soul was ripped apart. His Hina-chan was cheating on him. Naruto heard Lee, Neji, Tenten, Ino, Shikamaru and Chaoji and others say some stuff, but he was too hurt by the betrayal of Hinata to process this. Bijudama, Naruto yelled as the tail beast bomb hit the village, destroying everything. Naruto formed several clones and saw the rookies were saved by some Ambus who knew the flying Raijin somehow and getting them out of the way, along with a few lucky civilians who were running away. Naruto and his Kurama avatar clones chased them down for the civilians and started killing them. No, please, damn you demon, the Sandman should have killed you, was what was heard as Naruto ripped them apart to shreds. As Naruto smiled and looked over at the destruction he had caused, he fired several more tail beast bombs, destroying Konoha, making sure everything was gone and the land was uninhabitable. Naruto then frowned as he sensed the rookies and a few Ambu a few meters out, with Dryer and some more Ambu. Naruto, with a flash of purple in his eyes, appeared there using his teleportation ability. That demon, he destroyed everything. Naruto heard his ex-girlfriend that was being banged by his apparent brother he had say, "Damn it, Mum, Dad, Hannah," Kiba yelled out. "Mama, Papa, no," Sakura cried out. "The dope, he took my eyes. Those new eyes will be a perfect replacement. From what I heard from Sakura, that is happening," Sasuke said maniacally. "Enough, everybody. Calm down, Hinata. We need Minato. Use the kunai Menma gave you to summon Minato, who will bring Menma along with his family. Put as much chakra, he will know it's urgent," Jiraiya said. "Okay, Menma-kun will save us. He's stronger than the demon and a perfect version of him," Hinata says as she channeled her chakra into the kunai, and in a flash, the Namikaze family appeared. Most of them were disgruntled apart from Minato, who looked at Sensei. Sensei, where are we? Minato asked. Minato, my prize student. We were going to go with a plan to execute your firstborn brat, Naruto, but when we were about to take him out of the picture and into custody, it failed. He unleashed the Kyuubi, saying he would rather die, take it out of the village. And now the rookies and a few Anbu, as well as me and your family, are what remains, Jiraiya said as Minato was shocked. His failsafe failed to stop Naruto in his mindscape as Minato's eyes flashed with anger. Where's that motherfucker now? Minato yelled as Jiraiya couldn't answer him as Memma ran up to Hinata. Hina-chan, you okay? Did my demon-possessed brother, who is a sacrifice of mere pawn, do anything to you? He said. No, the Anbu managed to get me out in time. But, Hanabi-chan, father and the clan is dead, she cried. The monster, he killed everyone. He couldn't even do his job of being a pawn right and be sacrificed, Mito yelled. Minato-kun, what now? Krishna said. Now, you all die, a voice said as everyone looked up to see Naruto in the sky with purple rinnegan shining. No, it couldn't be, Jiraiya said, shaking in fear. Sensei, what is it? Minato says, as everyone's curious. The rinnegan, he's the child of prophecy, maybe, Jiraiya said with fear. That's right, Jiraiya, fucker. You see, I found out about your plan when I was 5, during the fox hunt, when I was chased down by grown men and beaten by them. I met Kurama, the ninth fox in my mindscape, who explained to me your entire plan, so I acted like I never knew, even to Minato's chakra imprint. And what you wanted me to be, I acted like what you wanted me to be, the dead last, but secretly training using my blood cones to fool that stupid old man you all call a third Hokage. After that, Kurama revealed to me the secrets behind the rinnegan and how to obtain one. So, I got close to Sasuke, which was easy. You wanted me to control him, so you put him on my team, and Kakashi as the leader. You see, both me and Sasuke are the reincarnation of the Sage of Six Paths children. Sasuke is the reincarnate of the oldest and disowned heir, founder of the Uchiha clan, Indra Uchiha, while I'm reincarnation of Ashura Otsutsuki, the heir of the Sage of Six Paths and the founder of the Senju and Uzumaki clans. And when Indra's chakra merges with Ashura's chakra, a rinnegan is formed. So in simpler terms, when I took Sasuke's eyes, which held Indra's chakra in them, they managed to merge with my chakra, which was Ashura's, and I got the rinnegan and ascended above all you lowly, disgusting, smelly mortals. Now, you all shall know pain, almighty push, Naruto said as the rookies died. Only Jiraiya, Mito, Hinata, and Minato and Krishna were safe. You see this power? Now then, my dear traitorous family, I shall use this power, written in the prophecy, to kill all of you. Naruto said as with a flash, he switched places with a rock nearby and punched a hand through Jiraiya, who was too weak to move or tank the punch as Naruto ripped out Jiraiya's spine and started beating him with it. I heard it's all your fault. You're the reason I was scapegoated, because you couldn't keep your dirty, stupid mouth shut, you old bastard, Naruto yelled. I am not sorry. You used that power to destroy Konoha. I knew you were evil. You would have found some other reason to blame Konoha and destroy it, Jiraiya says. So you admit Konoha is nothing but evil, that I would destroy it even if it treated me good. It's because you're also corrupt that you decided to write your own narrative to make sure that the prophecy isn't what Kami deemed it, but what you wanted it to be. Isn't that why you sent Shinobi from your spy network to kill Nagito when he went against your will? Naruto said. Yes, that's it. I'm the best writer, and I decide the fate of this world. Not some gods, not some toads, not you. Remember, Mito will kill you, like I said, because I deemed it. I am the one who creates the prophecy. I won't be controlled by anybody, not by the gods, not by you, Jiraiya yells as Naruto appears behind him. Jiraiya sensei, is that true? You killed the child of prophecy, and then you told us that Mito the child of prophecy. You sacrificed peace just to make your own prophecy. But why? Minato asked, as he said in a low tone, I gave up my son for that. Oh, don't act like you care about me, Minato. I'm not your son, but I'll tell you why. It's because he wanted Tsunade and he thought that she would fall for him if she knew he had some godlike power that dictated the course of the world, Naruto says as he wrapped Jiraiya's spine around Jiraiya's neck and used it to kill him, choking him to death, as the Namikaze family stared in horror. Hey, I guess that man's spine was useful for something after all, Naruto says as he appeared in front of Menma, whose eyes flashed red as an uncontrollable version of the Six Tails was unleashed. Shinra Tensei Naruto said, sending it flying away. As then Menma came flying back with Mito, who'd also entered his Six Tails state, or her Six Tails state. But Naruto dodged a Rasengan from Mito and redirected her hand towards Menma as the red chakra Rasengan, which was tainted with the Kyuubi's chakra, slammed into Menma, who roared out in pain before Naruto formed his own Rasengan and slammed it into Mito's head, killing her point blank as Menma went flying away from the impact that Mito's Rasengan did to him. Mito, Krishna yelled as Naruto laughed maniacally. You killed your own sister. You really are in leagues with the demon, aren't you? You monster, he yelled as chains went rushing at him and she ran at him with a sword trying to kill Naruto, but Naruto's eyes flashed pink. Shinra Tensei, he said as her chains were blown back and wrapped around her as she hit a tree further away from them. Kushi-chan, Minato cried out in rage as he threw kunais at Naruto, and when he teleported to a kunai, he was blown back by Shinra Tensei as well as all his kunais. You're so weak. If I was trained by you, I'll probably be weak and I wouldn't have this power that I deserve, so I guess I have to thank you for something, but everything else, fuck you, Minato. Shinra Tensei, Naruto said as he blew off Minato's head. Mom, Dad, Mito, Dryer. You will pay, demon, yelled Menma, who rushed at Naruto with Nine Tails behind him, as since he never had the soul, he could only use the chakra, but he couldn't really go into like an avatar form or anything like that. And it wasn't like a cloak, it was just like Nine Tails behind him. As Naruto stopped Menma's punch and then used the rinnegan to absorb Kurama's chakra back into Kurama. Kurama regained his yin side, which Mito had long ago, just by himself regenerating. But now he had absorbed the chakra from Menma, which Naruto had sent to him using the rinnegan, and was now restored. As Naruto pulled out kunai and stabbed Menma in the head, killing him once and for all. And finally, with that, the filth of the world is gone, Naruto says, smiling as Kurama's chakra fist forms and Naruto fist bumps him. A year had passed. Naruto had killed the Akatsuki. Pain was killed by a superior rinnegan user, and both Obito and Zetsu now shared a cell on one of Earth's 3 moons. That's right, Naruto had trapped them both in a planetary devastation. Then there was the rest of the villages. Naruto had deformed all the villages and taken over them using his rinnegan, creating one big empire, with the Jinchokis leading all of the nations. Naruto now smiled with his wife Tamari, Mai, Kyoki, and several other women like Samui, as they all kissed him. So, my dear husband, you finally got the victory you deserve, Mai said, as Naruto said, yes I did. The end.